Hello everyone and welcome to Shelf Space. I'm your host Ross13 and today we are looking at the Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Origin Bumblebee. Just got this for my wife and I really wanted to show it off to all of you guys and well, to her, so let's get started. So we'll take a quick look at the figure in the box. Interesting enough, there is no plastic here, so you can poke the figure if you want. It's kind of weird, but you can do that. I want to say Hasbro is moving towards this style of boxes where they use less plastic. We'll just have to see. You can also see that they're not using plastic ties, they're using the sort of cord paper ones. On the box, which is shaped like a standard, well now standard, Generations box, we got various pictures of Bumblebee from different generations. So we got a Marvel Comics one, more recent one that I'm guessing is supposed to be like animation, and again the more recent one. I don't think this is how he looks in Cyberverse. I think this is like the Evergreen design or something. This is based off of his appearance from the first few episodes of the original G1 Transformers cartoon. So we got Transformers up here, Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Origin Bumblebee. On this side, another cool shot of Bumblebee that doesn't look anything like this toy. Nothing much on here. Yellow Autobot symbol. The entire box is yellow. Boring stuff down there. On the back, we got some CGI product shots showing Bumblebee and his vehicle mode. And like I said, it's based off of his first appearance. This is the first time I think that Hasbro has actually done the sort of UFO style vehicle for him. We got the energy rods from that episode and a jetpack, which is really more Sideswipe's thing, but whatever. Okay, enough of the figure's box. Let's take a look at the actual figure now. So this is everything that's in the box. We got the figure, the jetpack, which is in black, not silver like it's shown on the back of the packaging. These things, which are all one color, I think the packaging showed them with like little gold tips, and then a little pistol weapon. Let's go ahead, take a look at the figure. So here he is on my fancy turntable, and he is very much a yellow Bumblebee. Big surprise, right? What is surprising to me is this looks to be transparent plastic that has been painted yellow, and it actually looks good, even on the camera and under lights. Usually yellow painted plastic that is painted yellow doesn't look good, but this is apparently an exception. I don't know if they figured something out or what, but good on Hasbro. Just looking at him, he's not a bad looking figure. He's got a lot of kibble on the back, but it's arranged in kind of a nice way. I think really the weakest part is kind of his lower legs and feet are a little bit weird looking, but looks like Bumblebee, and that's pretty darn cool, especially considering he looks like the VW Bumblebee, but still turns into his UFO mode. So let's see, for articulation we got head on a ball socket joint. We got universal joint for the shoulder, which provides pretty decent range. Single jointed elbow, but a little bit better than 90. Joint on the wrist for transformation. We got waist swivel, nice. No ab crunch or anything like that, but that's not surprising. Universal joint hips, so you can kick up and out and back. Single jointed knee for a little less than 90, but not too horrible. And pretty decent ankle tilt. Do we have any forward movement? Oh, we even have some movement back and forth, though I think that might be for transformation. I don't know. I haven't transformed this figure yet. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. Before that, though, let's take a look at his accessories. So, first up, we got his jetpack, which can just plug right in on his back. It's even sculpted to go around the hood of his car, or the roof of his car, I should say. And that looks pretty good. It looks like a jetpack. Vroom vroom. He's got a pistol, which I believe this is based off of what, like Action Master, and I think even one of the later Bumblebees also had a gun like this, so just plug that in because it's a 5mm hole. There we go. A little bit tight fit. Now you can go pew pew bang bang. And these, he can't really hold them. The instructions actually show him just sort of like clutching them to his body like this. Which, I mean, yeah, that's kind of how he held them in the show. But there's no other interaction from what I can see. I'm sure we could maybe come up with something, but there's nothing that is inherently designed to use these for other than replicating that scene. And I don't know if that's really worth the extra plastic. It's nice to have, but I would have been totally okay with not having them or just getting like a third-party add-on thing or something like that. Especially if it would meant that maybe it would reduce the cost of this. Because I believe this is the price of a standard deluxe, maybe a little bit more since it's an exclusive item. But he is a little bit smaller than your standard deluxe, though he may still have the same amount of plastic. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy transformed and take a look at his vehicle mode. And here is his vehicle mode, and oh my goodness, that transformation was something else. I was very impressed with the way everything flowed and just the way it was engineered. I am super, super impressed. And the end result, just look at this thing. It is very smooth. Yeah, you can see where all the little panel lines are and stuff like that, but it doesn't really look all that out of place. It is, quite frankly, amazing that they were able to pull this off, and particularly at this size. Here we'll get a closer look at it, and it is very, very yellow, which normally I would be a little upset about that because it's kind of boring, but this is how it's supposed to look in the show, so I can't get too upset. And they also didn't like cover it in battle damage or something like that like they've been doing in the Siege line. But yeah, this is very cool looking. He's very much a robot underneath with visible head syndrome, I guess, so you could probably turn the head around during transformation if you really wanted to. The way they did the feet integrated into this is just, it's phenomenal. Chef's kiss, whatever you want to say. I think the only blemishes I have on here is the big 5mm ports, but I can understand why they did that. So if you want, you can take the rocket pack, attach that on there, give them some extra boost, and then you can take the gun and put it in these ports. In theory, come on, don't make me look that on the internet. Instructions show you being able to put them in there. There we go, at least that one did it. And give them some firepower. As for these things, they don't have anywhere to go. I mean, I guess you could maybe like try to, no? They're not even like 5mm port things. These things are the weakest part of the entire set. Fortunately, this figure is phenomenal. Let me get him back into robot mode and we can do my final thoughts. So overall, I can give this guy a really good recommendation. I think the only things that bug me are these things just don't really add much to everything. And he's a little bit small for a deluxe and for the price you pay. You do get the extra plastic of these and the jetpack and stuff like that. But that is a bit of a thing. But the figure itself is phenomenal. And I really hope my wife agrees when I let her have this. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Pick it up if you can find it. It's a Target exclusive in the United States, which can make it a little bit tough. It actually took me a little while to actually find my copy of it, because after it was initially released, it got scalped pretty heavily. Thankfully, that eventually settled down and I was able to pick it up at a physical store. Very cool. Anyway, that has been a review. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. Check the description below for links to my storefront where you can get official shelf space t-shirts and more. And yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you the next time you invade my shelf space.